This is it. This is the pace I like. This is my zone. Please let me into my zone. No. Welcome back to Friday Night Funkin' here on another Friday, blasting away. The game's received some updates since last I played, even though, yes, I am still lagging behind the most current iteration of the game. But, you know, I've received some updates as well. I've been practicing, trying to ramp up my agility, endurance, dexterity, all sorts of relevant seeming skills. But, you know, not by actually practicing the game. No, definitely not that. I think we can just skip right ahead to Pico. Clearly, I aced Spooky Month. They've named them now. They're Daddy Dearest, Spooky Month, Pico, and Mommy Most Murder. Is that supposed to be like Murder Most Foul? Mommy Must Murder. Makes more sense when you read it. We'll build up to that. We gotta start ourselves out with Pico. Repping the new grounds. I don't want to embarrass myself ever, but now that we're talking the boy of Newgrounds fame, ultimate fame, then I do have some legit over how I represent myself. I've been told you can also use WASD. Right now I'm still just using arrows, but it makes me wonder if I would be better off trying to do some sort of combination or something. I don't know if those were... Oh, they're slightly offset. Yeah, okay, I don't think you ever have to hit two buttons at the same time. That doesn't seem to be the game's jam. Jam it! You can hear the endless handbag loop come in, which if anyone saw on this second channel, I made like a video looking at cool hidden content in this game and references and things like that, and that's one of them. But I had to use other footage because it would be too shameful to share my own. You get laughed at the end there. Who's laughing? Does the game always laugh, or is that specifically because of like a relatively poor performance, you know? Oh, I just set things to normal difficulty. I fared better than I think I did on the spooky songs. And then hopefully I'll come back and I'll try and up the ante with a little bit of a hard challenge after. This is it. This is the pace I like. This is my zone. Please let me into my zone. No. What? My brain? No, my fingers and my brain are not on the same team. Come on, just lock it in. Okay, this is the groove. We found it. Except for all that. Ignore all that. That wasn't a part of my zone. I keep that shit out of my zone. My zone is much more carefully curated with much, you know, better performances. I can do it. My brain registers the notes. The execution is just flawed. Pico goes hard. I think his songs in particular are my favorite up to this point. Obviously there's more coming after that I'm not including in that ranking, but I like both those songs. I might like his first one. I think it goes Pico, Philly Nice, then Blammed. So now we're up for Blammed. It's very like spooky X-Files or something. It's not the vibe I would have expected. Okay, but this might actually be the best one. I think this would be Blammed. I mean, because of like the skippy way that the characters kind of deliver their lines. You know, some weird thing where it's almost rap. Like, just because of the like, skippiness with how it's delivered. But it's interesting, actually, to think about. Like, it's not actual words or anything. I've heard that there are actual lyrics to these songs, and the developers have just said they don't intend to share them. But it's impressive that with non-English and this abrupt, just kind of like sounds, you can actually give the impression of singing versus rapping. I'm doing it. My fingers are doing it. It's not connecting. I need more forgiveness. I'm too shit at the game to match up the arrows perfectly. Give me a mod that makes the room of forgiveness like 3 times larger, and then I'd be great. And also don't penalize me for button mashing, and then I'll just sit there slapping all 4 keys at once, and then I'll never lose. That's how I learned to master all the songs. 100% for this boyfriend. I think how I would like to approach this, I want to do satin panties, high MILF on normal, and then I can think about just doing some like free play hard mode just to try it out. I'm trying to get a read on like the vibe that this song has. We have like MC Hammer dance in the background, so is this supposed to fit with like 80s or 90s, like pop star singer, or something closer to like, I got it, closer to like Britney Spears or something, you know? No, it's the down. It's if I never had to touch down again, I would be fine. Switching mid-song is not good. I'm trying to use down with, I guess it would be S. The other 3 are just the regular arrow keys, and I kind of have it in my mind that if I separate it out in some weird way, that maybe that would make the difference. I don't think it really makes a difference. Not when I'm just bad at every other aspect of it. I like that song. It's a pretty good song. It's quite chill considering she's flashing laser beam demon eyes at you the whole time. It's funny, they have the same hair color, but you know, the skin tones between daddy dearest and mom and girlfriend, you know, a little bit off. It makes me wonder a little bit what kind of hellspawn she actually is. Ooh, I was not paying attention and still kind of pulled it together on time. And then as I was busy patting myself on the back, you know, my hands weren't properly prepared to hit any other note after that. No, I'm gonna ask you to chill out on all that, Mom. That was... You can see now there's something broken in my brain that I just only hit down. Well, in this case, S. I can't not hit it. Collect yourself. I assume hard mode has more notes. I'm also curious if you're allowed to miss less before it fails you. Because this game was letting me get away with a lot. To not connect with, in my mind, a passable number of notes. I'm rocking like a C minus, C plus, maybe even a C sharp. Music jokes. Oh, we're at MILF. This one I've heard. I've actually listened to some of this on Spotify, like just outside of the game. And MILF and I think Blammed are like the best songs in this game so far. They're legitimately such fire tracks. That's right, I said they're fire, something that I had no confidence saying. I fully just assumed it was going to come out sounding weird. It's just not... I'm not cool enough. Is what it comes down to. I just realized I stopped using S. I went back, hitting down. Probably because no matter what I do, there's no fixing. Just an entire lack of talent. That's not bad. This is gonna kill me, and here I'm gonna need to use S, I think. Kinda was hitting those notes. Kinda's the best amount of credit I'll give myself. Oh god. Really, I should be like trying to memorize the songs by watching what she's doing. Not memorize, but familiarizing myself with it, and I just don't. Come on, no. Oh, I sure did rock out. How is the game possibly this kind, you know? Call me when the day comes when someone rigs up this game and mods it so that you can play it with a Guitar Hero guitar. As is, I can't. But also, obviously, I'm so impressed with my own abilities that I suddenly, for like completely unearned, feel as though I could take on a song in hard mode. Okay. I'm incorporating the S, even though it's on hard mode. I feel like I gotta start back at the beginning of the game if I want to try and mix things up like that. This is the learning curve. Trial by fire. Hard. Hard, they call it. More like soft, easy, barely a challenge. Show me what you got. Damn it. Oh, come on. Okay, stop using. I gotta stick to one system. I've never watched anyone else play this game, and I just have to assume that the average level of skill of people who are actually taking the time to record the game is at a higher level than I'm performing at, you know? And it makes me think that maybe I stay in my lane and avoid games that so clearly are built to embarrass people like me who apparently can't process information fast enough. I had to go back to Blammed one more time though, because this is totally my favorite song. MILF is second place. This one I think beats it out. Are you kidding me? That's so fast. Do you have to like legit memorize these songs to play this game? Like I watch him to be like, all right, I know what's coming. Now I get it. Then it actually comes time and it's just off the rails, not a chance. Oh, it's so sad. Yeah, give me like 19 purples in a row so I can juice my numbers. Crush those little grapes. I'm so bad at it. It's so difficult. Maybe I stick to what I'm good at and what I can do, which is rooting around in game files and keeping an eye out for references and distilling that and sharing that in a scripted preset way. Because this is not my thing. But now I accidentally started it again, so I'm taking one more shot. And presumably, I will have, learned from my mistakes. And I'll be a master of the song. So better start with what I had. I'm trying to focus more on this than anything else. I still can't see the purple. Am I the only person on the planet who has this problem that the purples are impossible to see? There's so much purple in the background and the way it passes in front of the boyfriend. I just completely lose sight of it. It's such a weird thing that I never see people talk about with this game except for me. Don't change the game to satisfy me only, because, my opinion does not matter. Can't be this bad at a game and then claim it's anyone's fault but your own. Yeah, people are gonna have to let me know if they want to see more, because, I just feel like I'm embarrassing myself. But maybe that's fun in some sick way. You guys are sick. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have a link down below. Game's free. Tons of mods. Fun stuff to play around with. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.